Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Michael Akahane from Duallist project, and tonight I'm bringing you one sitting into Raising Angels Reborn. Raising Angels is a visual novel brought by Visual Project and IDHAS Studios. The Rising Angels has been also developed by the IDHAS Studios. Sorry if it's pronounced this a bit differently, but since they wrote it in caps, I think it's a proper way to spell it. The game has been published in 2013 and extended in 2014. Okay, before we talk about the story of the game and the protagonist, let's look at the options and other various features we have in Raising Angels. You can see the main menu is slightly larger than usual. It might be to do something with the fact the game has been developed and published solely by Americans, or yeah, so it's more of a Western. I must say it's when I'm just going to show you in a moment. I must say these options, or this has been done really nicely. So let's start with options. You got the video options, a couple of resolutions. So I mean, it's good to that they think about people with netbooks. I personally have one, and it's a horrible to do anything on it. So yeah, audio options, three separate sliders as usual. Text options, text speed, auto forward time, and skipping. This is actually a reverse. So the more you want to put it, then I mean, what I mean by reverse. In Japanese games or in games or in visual novels using Japanese layouts or styles, usually you want to set you use auto forward speed. So the more right you put it, the faster it is. This way it's reverse. So that's been an interesting choice because I would say the audience is used to that way, but well, but that can be said. A lot of players actually do love clicking on whatever the keyboard, the controller, or the mouse to forward the text by themselves. So I'm probably one of the few people who actually uses auto forward. Another really interesting feature would be the data part, the database, where you can actually read up bits and pieces on what's going on in the game. So if you feel a bit lost, you can refer to the database and see what's in there. Okay, before we jump into the novel, you can see there's the cast. To start with describing the novel a bit, it's been described as automa game. Yes, it is kind of automa game as it has a female protagonist. So I haven't been able to clear the game so far, or haven't cleared it once to see actually what kind of game it is. But when I was looking at the visual novel database, they put a tag of shoujo ai there, so there is a hint of a romance between female members of the crew. Okay, let's jump into the game. The auto forwards on. Okay, so I can talk a bit about it. The main protagonist is a lady, is an honor student from the Star Academy, first time given a command on a starship or command. She's been, I wouldn't say she is in charge, but she's been given an important position to begin with. So Yeah. Um, I must say I honestly like her personality, as she is this hardcore gamer girl. I must say I was really surprised when somebody actually came out with this setting for a character, hardcore gamer girl. I mean, you do not see those kinds of characters too often, especially in the Western media or in Western books or games. I mean, in when you compare the game, or I think it's going a bit too fast. So I'll just stop it there. When you compare the game or the settings of the individual heroes, you can see they're a bit surprising for, let's say, Western audiences, because they're a bit unusual characters, which is good, and you would expect the characters to come out of, let's say, more traditional Japanese visual novel. I mean, or dealing with maybe Akiba culture, probably, maybe. Don't want to criticize on that, but I must say I'm really content with the character setting. So yeah, this story takes place or in on a spaceship and revolves around a mystery. I mean, I haven't been able to proceed too far in the game. I must admit I have done something like 2 hours only, and it hasn't taken me really far. So this thing will be mainly spoiler free, but I must say so far, I've seen, I've been pretty content with the visual novel, and I intend to finish it. I mean, I usually intend to finish. I mean, what I mean by finish is to actually clear most of the endings or all of the endings. I mean, I was a bit disencouraged because it was tagged on Steam as Otome game. I must say I'm not a huge fan of Otome genre. You will see that I have a slight bias against Otome games. Oh, that was I think I've put the fast forward there really fast. So if you see the settings, let's change it. Okay, options, text options, auto forward time to there, and let's go back. Okay, I have a slight bias against the Otome genre, as I'm not really comfortable in, how to put it, role playing, or I just cannot get into the female character flirting with boys and stuff. So I mean, it's personally not my thing. I hereby disclaim this. I mean, I disclaim my bias here. So, but I can surely put my word that so far in 2 hours in the game, I must say I'm pretty content getting and reading or being Natalie, who's the main protagonist in this book, as we probably share many traits, and so far I've seen it, there was no romance part with boys, so haven't really struck that hard. I mean, it's natural for girls to socialize with boys. I mean, that if I said otherwise, it would be really bad. But I mean, I just personally cannot get into that part. I mean, I have a strong male spirit, and just, it's hard to do so. It's hard to roleplay. So I mean, I might say it as well. In another games, you won't see me. Or let's put it this way: if there is an RPG with character creation, you will never see me playing as a female protagonist. So, if you see me in an MMO, I'm 100% to be uh, a male or have a male character, as I find it really hard to put myself into a female protagonist and really get into the story from there. It's something to work on, and yeah. Uh, what I'm forgetting? Okay, the game is available to download for free on Steam and from the uh, IDHAS Studios website. You will be able to find the links below the video and links for the visual novel database and Sekai project, I believe. I don't know what I'll put there so far, but you will see some links there. If you like this video, please hit like, subscribe, and follow us, or follow me to be more precise, because I haven't still gotten more people aboard. Follow me on Facebook on the Duallist page, which you will find also below the video. Thank you for listening, and this has been Michael Akahane, and I wish you a good day and best of luck. See you next time.